Hey, you guys. Okay, so here we are. Praying to goodness this is going to work. I'm going to make a quick video for you on my lunch break. And this is session 3, dreams and goals, reeling it in, like bringing it home. So we're going to bring it home. So we have been, for the past 2 weeks, really almost 2.5 weeks, talking about dreams and goals. Number one, having a couple, knowing what you want, knowing what your dreams are, and learning how to share that with other people. So tonight we're going to reel it in. You guys are going to be sharing your stories with each other at meeting. If you're not local, you're not at meeting, you need to send me a Voxer of your 1-minute story. And even if you guys are at meeting, it's going to be part of your homework. I want to hear what your stories are because I'm not there, because I'm out here. What I want you guys to know is that your dreams are important to me personally. Like I cried looking at some of your all's posters, and you can call me cheeseball if you want, but I care about your dreams. I care about you. I care about, well, I'll tell you even what more what I care about is I care about you actually achieving your dreams through the vehicle of this business. And I truly believe that there's no better opportunity for women today to achieve their dreams and change their lives and people around them's lives other than, you know, through this business. It's a great opportunity. And so whatever you want, whatever your dreams are, whatever your goals are, I saw some big dreams on those posters, we're going to achieve them. Okay. So what I want to say is that every session that we do from here, well, from the start on out, is a buildable thing. Okay. I am for real. I do not fluff things. I hate to waste time. I hate it. It's one of my absolute pet peeves, is wasting time. I would never have you do things during this Pacesetters program that was not absolutely necessary for your growth. I can't promise you that you're going to come out of this Pacesetters series different if you don't do the steps. If you do the steps, I can pretty much promise you that you're going to come out of this completely grown in your business. If not, inside, if not you personally, but your business is going to grow. But I can't promise that if you don't do the work. So don't second guess me. Don't skip sessions. Just do the things, because what you did last week and, you know, now this week is buildable for what we're going to do next week. These are the things that I put in here, the Pacesetters thing. I put the things that I personally believe, after 13 years of experience, are critical for your success. And here's the deal. And I'm going to talk about this in next session too, is a lot of us will do, if there's A, B, and C, A, B, and C, you do A, B, and C, and you'll be successful. You know what most of us do? Most of us do A and B, or B and C, or A and C. Some of us just do A, some of us do B, some of us do C. The people who go to the top, they do A, B, and C. I'm not going to tell you to do things that aren't necessary, okay? So I promise you, what I'm asking you to do with silly goal posters and silly this or that, whatever you think is silly, the next thing, some of you may think goal posters was super awesome and wonderful, and the next thing I tell you to do next week when I talk about being the CEO of your business and knowing your numbers, you're going to be like, that's not important. No, it's all important. It's all important. It's all important. Okay, so let's talk about dreams and goals. So what do we do now? Okay, we know what we want, hopefully. If not, we better have a chat and talk about, we got to get it clear. You got to get clear what you want. So you know what you want. You know what your dreams are. You know how to talk to people about your dreams. What's next? It's called an action plan. You have to put deadlines on some of these dreams, and that's what makes them goals. Okay. So if you say, oh, I want to build a house someday, I want to build my dream house, that is a dream. It's a dream to do that. A goal is, we want to build a house by 2018. That's a goal. A whole different situation. Then what you do is, so when you create a plan, you always work backwards. You always work with the end in mind. And this is like goal setting 101 for some of you, okay? But you know what? We're going to go through some examples. So let me give you the example real quick of Trip. Okay, so our unit's goal, one of our big unit goals, is to become a unit of excellence. And a unit of excellence means that our entire unit does over $650,000 this year. Okay, so we have until June 30th to finish. Okay, so we're halfway through. A little over halfway through, actually. So I'm looking at this goal. Okay, we have to do 650,000. All right, well, what do I have in? We have 240,000 in already. We are pretty much officially almost on target for $500,000. That's awesome. That's super exciting. But it's not where we need to be, so we're behind a little bit. So what we need to do over the next 6 months is we need to do 34,000 wholesale. So we need to have a 34,000 wholesale month as a unit each month from now until June 30th. Okay, so what do? I look at what we're currently on average, like not what we did last month, not what we did the month before, but on average the past 3 months, what have we been doing? Our unit has been doing between 16 and 20,000 wholesale the past like 3-4 months combined. So the average there is about, I don't know, 18, something like that. Yeah, 18 would be the average. So what's missing? Well, we're missing about 17,000 in production. Well, where's that going to come from? So new production, what's missing from your base? Your base is your working people, the people who are working, the people who are ordering every 3 months, the people who are ordering because they want to be perfect six, the people who are ordering because they're selling product. Okay, that's your base. Your people selling product, that's your base. So where's the rest of it come from? New. The rest of it comes from new. So how many new have we been adding? Well, that's where we're falling short. And that's normally where we don't fall short. That's normally our strength. So our strength is kind of flipped right now. So I got to look at that. Okay, so why are we adding new? I got to digest it. I got to figure it out. But here's the deal. If we add, I'm so sorry. When we add 15 new a month, we'll be a trip winning unit. What happens if we don't add 15 new a month? We don't finish. Okay, so I have to look at my personal business, and I have to look at, okay, so if I want to add 15 new a month, I need to be personally, as a sales director, bringing in at least 3 myself. And I got to look at the people in my unit that want to move up, and I'm going to be working with them, okay, and getting them to their next position. So for me, I'm looking at 15 new a month, and I'm looking at moving 3 people up the career path each month in order for us to hit this goal, okay. So that's a breakdown. That's taking end and working it backwards to what do I got to do in January? Because you know what? Guess what happens if we don't add 15 new in January? Well, that sets us back further, doesn't it? So the end, June 30th, starts today. It actually started yesterday and the day before and the day before. So your choices, your daily choices, affect your goals on a big scale, you guys. It's so much bigger. The daily effort is so much bigger than what we give it credit for. So if we don't hit trip, what's that mean? Well, you know what? Honestly, that probably affects next year and the year after, and it affects when we debut a national area. So no longer can we look at, oh, well, today doesn't matter. It absolutely matters. And when you're looking at achieving a goal, you have to bring it back. You have to start here. And what's really fun is sometimes when you do that, sometimes when you're like here and you're like bringing it back and bringing it back and bringing it back, what you have to do daily is like, it's ridiculous. It's so small. It's so doable. Yet we look at the big dream and we think, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I put my hands in the air. It's just so hard. I can't do it. I don't have time. Well, you know what? Maybe if you break it down to how many actual calls you have to make a day, it might be like 5. It could be 5. It could totally be 5. And we're like, I can't do it. I can't do it. No, you can. You just haven't worked it backward enough to figure out, is it something that I can do? Is this dream and the deadline that I have associated with it, is it possible? Well, it probably is. Okay, let's take a different example. Let's take Pacesetter's Gen X trip, Perfect 6. Okay, so for those of you that are working through the Pacesetters with me, you actually have a way to go to the Chicago trip, okay? And the way that you do it is you have to do Perfect 6 in January, you have to do Perfect 6 in February, and you have to move up in red. So either get in red or move up 1 level. If you've been participating the whole time and you're on target already, you're on target, so it gives you like a month's miss and it's all good. But from here, there's really not many ways to earn the trip. And so let's look at a Perfect 6. Okay, say your goal is to do a Perfect 6, and maybe Gatlinburg isn't your thing, whatever. You know what? I'm going to talk about what Perfect 6 gets you in the rest of the Mary Kay world, even if you're not looking to going to Gatlinburg. Okay, so we have 2 weeks left. Okay, a Perfect 6 is what? Total 6 parties within a month, 6 group appointments. We have 2 weeks left. Okay, so that's 3 parties this week and 3 parties next week. Okay, so you see how we broke it down. Okay, we took something that might seem impossible for some, and we broke it down. I am going to be doing a Perfect 8 on the 23rd. Okay, I'm going to be doing a perfect 8 on January 23rd. You can do a perfect whatever whenever you want. It doesn't have to take a whole month. So if you want to get it done, you can get it done. So we're looking at 3 parties this week, 3 parties next week. Well, what do you have to do to make that happen? Okay, you have to get on the phone. I have to get on the phone, and I have to get people to have 3 friends join in a makeover appointment, or 2 friends to join in a makeover appointment, and that's considered a group appointment. Okay, so when am I going to get on the phone? You just back it up and you schedule it. So you're here, and you bring it back, and you bring it back, and you bring it back, and it goes actually physically down to the last possible thing that you can do, which is actually pick up the phone and start scheduling things. What's my script? What am I going to say? Nail it. Know what you're going to do, okay? Let's say red jacket is a goal. So do you guys know how many, if you have 0 team members, 0 active team members, do you guys know how far away you are from red jackets? Like, how many appointments would you have to be a red jacket? Okay, you would have to have 6 parties. You're 6 parties away from being in your red jacket, because we're going to give away, if you follow the directions and you give out 2 interviewing packets at each appointment that you do, 1 in 4 people will sign. So if you give out 12 interviewing packets and you interview 12 people, 1 in 4 will sign. That will give you 3 team members. So that's 6 parties, because you're going to give away at least 2 at every appointment that you do. Okay, so let's bring it all together. Okay, perfect 6, perfect 8, perfect 12. What's it all mean? Okay, perfect 6 will make you a star every quarter. It will put you in your red jacket, and it's about a party and a half a week, okay? So it's like 1 week you do 1, next week you do 2, whatever. A perfect 8 will make you a star every single quarter. It'll put you on target for your car. It'll earn you a car, and it's doing 2 appointments a week, okay? Perfect 10. It will make you a star every single quarter. It'll allow you to go on target for your car. It'll put you in the position to become a sales director. It'll put you into DIQ. Perfect 12, that's like growth on steroids. And it's if you want to get from point A to point B quicker than other people are willing to do with 6, 8, and 10. You could do a perfect 12. You could be in your red jacket in a month. You could do a perfect 12. You could be on target for your car in a month. You do a perfect 12. You could be in DIQ February 1st. Okay, so it's just what you want faster, because you're doing a bunch of activity in a short period of time. Okay, so those are some ways to take things that you want and bring it back. So red jacket, does that get you a dream house? Not this month, no, but consistently doing effort with your business over the course of time, does it actually help your dreams come true? Absolutely. You could take, okay, so if I'm saving for a down payment on a home, well, how much money do you want for your down payment? Okay, how long, like how many years do you want to save? When do you want to build it? 2 years? Okay, so you have 24 months to save for that down payment. How much money do you need to make a month extra with your Mary Kay business to make that happen? Or if you want to get out of debt, if you want to pay off something, how much is left? How long do I want to take it? Break it down by month. Break it down. You can literally break it down to how many appointments do I want to have a week in order to make that happen. That's how you break things down. Okay, so we're reeling it in. Number 1, what do you want? Number 2, create a plan. Number 3, schedule yourself. And you treat that appointment that you've scheduled with yourself, you treat it like you would treat an appointment with your favorite person in the whole world or the CEO of your company. You treat that appointment with yourself, that booking time, that 2 hours that you said, I'm going to start that bubble sheet and I'm going to finish it. You treat that appointment that you've scheduled with yourself as gold. You don't cancel it for anything. Maybe something, maybe like death or baby, bleeding, whatever, the things that you would cancel something for, but you treat it like gold. You want to remain accountable. When you do what you said you were going to do, and when you don't do what you said you were going to do. And so here's how a sales director will work with someone. You're remaining accountable. You're checking in almost daily. If your goals are big in Mary Kay, there's almost daily or every other day communication. Here's what I did. Here's what I'm working on. Here's what I did. Here's what I'm working on. When the communication becomes, well, I didn't do anything this week. I didn't know. I didn't have time. Life happened. I was really busy. That's okay. That's totally fine. You can tell your director that. She's not going to judge you. She doesn't care about that. She loves you. But what it does tell her is that you're not really serious about your goal. Okay? And what more importantly, it tells you you're not serious about your goal. It's really not about what you tell me. It's about you. Like if I have to check in with Julia more than a couple times and tell her the same story, then it's a pattern and I'm not really serious about what I told her that I was serious about. So, and what I want you to do is I want you to set yourself up. I want you to have an action plan. I want you to have a big goal and make an action plan for it. And I want you to have a small goal, like a goal that you can make an action plan for in January. Like, what is February 1st going to look like for you? So I want you to do those two things. So that's your homework, okay, is to take one of your big dreams and work it back into an action plan. And I want you to take January, your goal for the end of January. How do you want to feel on February 1st when we wake up and I'm sending out celebration? What do you want to say that you have nailed? And I want you to work it back, and I want you to Vox that to your sales director. So your big mama plan and your small plan, okay? And so that's a personal Vox communication between your sales director and yourself that you are sending, and you need to have this done by Sunday. Okay. Now the last thing that we're going to be finishing up is you need to finish up your dream books by next Thursday. Okay. So action plan, big mama, small action plan. Okay. Big mama goal, small goal, action plans to your sales director, and then finish up your dream books by next Thursday. And what I just want you to do with your dream books is to show that you've got them done is to post a picture of a page of it or the book or whatever in the Voxer group, in the group Voxer group, so that everybody can kind of see, yay, she's got her dream book done. So I love y'all so much, and I wish I was there, but I'm really glad that I'm here because I'm learning all kinds of awesome stuff. All right, night, love you.